In the centre of the screen are two more options, the first of which suppresses tones when the system makes outgoing calls. This way, conferees that are already on the bridge don't have to listen to the dial-out tones. The second option drops the dialed-out calls when all the other dial-in users have disconnected. This way, there's no chance of an ad hoc dial-out call from tying up the bridge indefinitely. The next section pertains to web conferences. This feature may not be available depending on which options you have purchased. The next option to look at is scheduling. We have two options here. We have on demand or scheduled. On demand allows us to dial into the bridge, enter the moderator's PIN, and then wait for other users to come in and enter with their user PIN. If a scheduled conference is required, simply press the scheduled key, and towards the bottom of your screen will be shown a number of options and functions. The first of which is the appointment time for the conference. We have the start date, its time, and its duration. It's always best to make sure the duration is in excess of that you anticipate. The next section to look at is the reoccurrence pattern. We can select none, daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. The last option to consider is the number of ports to be used on this bridge. The number of ports should equal the total number of conferees plus the moderator plus an extra port if you're going to record the conferences. The number of ports must be equal to or less than the number of ports that you've purchased. By clicking on the calendar on the right, we can see the number of ports that have been allocated for any particular time of day. In this case, you can see from 12 AM through 12:59 AM we've allocated 20 ports, and then again from 2 PM through to 2:59 PM we've allocated 5 ports for a different conference. This way you can see what ports have been allocated so that there isn't a conflict for your particular conference. After reviewing all the options you've selected, simply press the Submit button and your conference will be saved. Here you can see conference number 1, its subject is Conference Test 1, it's scheduled for on demand or on the fly, and we have the moderator's PIN and the user's PIN.